I was driving my granddaughter home from school last week. She got into the car and just sat there quietly. She wasn't upset. She wasn't angry. She just looked empty, like the light behind her eyes had dimmed. She's 16. I asked her how her day went. She shrugged. I asked if something happened. She said no. And then, after a long silence, she said something that hasn't left my mind since. She said, "Grandpa, does it ever feel like nothing you do really matters?" I'm 95 years old. I've lived through wars, economic crashes, personal failures, loss, disappointment, and moments I thought would break me. And that question shook me, because I've asked myself the same thing more times than I can count. The difference is this: she's standing at the beginning of her life, looking forward, and I'm near the end, looking back. And somewhere between those two perspectives, I think I finally understand something important. We live in a world obsessed with impact. Everyone wants to matter, to be remembered, to leave a mark. People chase careers they think will prove their worth. They post their lives online hoping to be seen. They measure success by attention, applause, and recognition. I understand why. I really do. But here's what nearly a century on this planet has taught me. The things that truly matter rarely feel important when they're happening. Let me tell you about someone I knew. Her name was Margaret. She lived a few houses down from us for over 40 years. Margaret was a school teacher. She never married. She didn't have children of her own. She taught the same grade, in the same school, for her entire career. When she retired, there was a small gathering in the school gym. A plaque, some flowers, a handful of people. Nothing remarkable. 2 years later, Margaret passed away quietly in her sleep. At her funeral, I expected the same quiet simplicity. Instead, the room was full. People stood in the aisles. One by one, they stood up to speak. A doctor said Margaret was the first person who made him believe he was smart. A woman said Margaret taught her to read when everyone else gave up. A man in his 50s said he became a teacher because of her. Story after story, lives redirected. Margaret never tried to change the world. She simply showed up, paid attention, learned names, stayed late to help a child understand something difficult. Nothing glamorous, nothing headline-worthy. Yet the ripples of her life are still moving through people she never knew she touched. I think we've misunderstood what it means to matter. We think mattering means being visible, being celebrated, being remembered by crowds. But life doesn't work that way. Life is built on small moments between people. A conversation that comes at the right time. A kindness offered when someone is about to give up. Choosing patience when anger would be easier. These moments don't announce themselves. They feel ordinary, forgettable. When I was 41, I went through one of the darkest periods of my life. My business was failing. Money was tight. I was drinking too much and sleeping too little. One night, I sat in my car outside a bar, trying to decide whether to go in. A man I barely knew tapped on my window. His name was Tom. He asked if I wanted to get coffee. That was it. No lecture, no advice, just coffee. We talked about nothing important for 2 hours. And somehow, in that ordinary conversation, something shifted. I didn't go into that bar. I went home. Tom probably forgot that night by the next morning. But it mattered. That's the strange thing about matching. You usually never know when you're doing it. My wife used to write letters, real letters, to our children, to old friends, to neighbors. I teased her about it. After she passed, I found boxes filled with responses, people telling her how much her words meant, how they kept those letters during hard times, how they reread them when life felt heavy. She wasn't trying to matter. She just cared. Here's what I wish someone had told me earlier. Your life doesn't need to be extraordinary to be meaningful. The pressure to be exceptional crushes people. It convinces them their ordinary kindness isn't enough. But almost everything that holds this world together is done quietly. Parents caring for sick children, friends checking in, people doing their work honestly, showing up when it's inconvenient. If you want to know whether you matter, don't look at applause. Look at the people in front of you. Are you present? Are you kind when you don't have to be? Do you listen? Do you keep your word? These things won't make you famous, but they will make your life real. I keep thinking about my granddaughter's question. Does anything I do really matter? And I've realized something. When we ask that question, we're usually asking the wrong thing. We're asking if we matter in a big, visible way. But mattering is personal. It's knowing your presence would be missed. When my grandson was afraid of water, I spent weeks standing beside him at the shallow end of the pool. I didn't push. I didn't rush. Now he's grown. He doesn't remember those afternoons. But I do, because that was mattering. I'm 95 years old now. I don't know how much time I have left. But when I think about what I want my life to have meant, I don't think about achievements. I think about people, moments, conversations where I truly listened. Those are the things that last. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're willing, leave a comment and tell me one small thing you're going to pay more attention to. I still have more to say, and I'd like to say it to people who are willing to listen.